Once upon a time, in the whimsical village of Quirkshire, there was a farmer named Percy who was rather unwillingly dedicated to his profession. Though surrounded by fields of rich earth and the sweet songs of chubby sparrows, Percy loathed the idea of getting his boots dirty. Percy's farm was the talk of the town, but not for the reasons one would expect. Rather, it was because he had installed a series of clever contraptions to avoid manual labor. There was the chicken chucker that propelled his poultry to the grain so he wouldn't need to feed them by hand. Percy also had the moody mower that went round the fields without him having to guide it. One day, Percy was sitting back in his hammock, sipping lemonade and marveling at his inventions, when Penelope, the wise old tortoise of the village, ambled by. "Oh, dear Percy," she said with a slight chuckle, "have you ever considered why these gadgets keep breaking down?" Percy frowned, sipping his lemonade. "Peculiar creatures, these machines," he said. "They simply refuse to work sometimes." Penelope smiled wryly. "Perhaps," she offered, "it's because your devices lack the heart and soul of a farmer." Percy waved her comment away, like a passing annoyance. "Nonsense. Machines don't need heart. They just need the occasional hit with a spanner." As if on cue, the chicken chucker gave a loud clunk and ground to a halt, launching chickens into the barn walls rather than out to pasture. Percy sighed and fetched his trusty spanner. A week passed, and it was clear the machines had had enough of their banana oil-taped fixes. The moody mower gyrated wildly, nearly mowing down Percy's prized cabbage patch. The townsfolk watched in amusement, especially young Timmy, who took notes for his How Not to Farm booklet. Suddenly, Percy found himself with a field to sow, sheep to tend, and cabbage to salvage, all by hand. And despite himself, a change began stirring in that stubborn heart. As days turned to weeks, Percy rediscovered the simple joys of farming. The sound of tilling earth, the warm satisfaction from milking a cow, and the pride of growing real, unchucked eggs brought a newfound appreciation. And so it was Percy learned that heart and soul were indeed part of the farming experience. No machine could replace the dance between farmer and farm. When Penelope returned, Percy was waxing poetic about his potato crop, an event worthy of a village gathering. She nodded knowingly. "Sometimes, Percy, it's not about avoiding the muck, but about embracing it." Percy grinned sheepishly. "That, dear Penelope, is an invention I can truly admire." The end of hiatus was the beginning of Percy's true farming era.